Good evening, everybody who's joining Military History Chronicles. Thought I'd go on. We didn't have a NorCal show today. We're going to have it tomorrow. Should be exciting. We'll see if Bruce Bochy could get his fourth ring. 13 years to the day of when he first got his World Series ring, beating the Texas Rangers. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Have really nothing planned. We'll just see where the chat leads us, and we'll go from there. Why not? Let me turn this down a little bit. All right. What do we got? So MF is reporting Al Davis just fired McDaniels and a GM. Really? Is that legit, MF? Is that legit? Oh, and he said Al Davis. Oh, never mind. Oh, he said, oh, never mind. He corrected. Never mind. Mark Davis. Yeah, there would be some kind of power from the grave, right? Man. Yeah, I saw some of you guys in the premiere of that video that I did for NorCal. I thought it turned out pretty good. It was my first attempt for NorCal. It's my second overall. I did a little one of these videos here on Adam Schefter's reporting. All right, then. I wonder if it had to do with the trade deadline or something, or if it's something more than that. Interesting. Wow. There's Will Martinez. Yep, Raiders fired McDaniel. I guess that's something we'll be talking about tomorrow as well. Then there's gonna be a lot to talk about tomorrow. You know, I don't want to talk sports here because that's for NorCal Sports Network. But you know, we're gonna have quite a bit to talk about. The Niners and who they trade for was Chase Young. You got now you got the Raiders firing McDaniel, and I guess the GM. You got Bochy, who may win his fourth ring tomorrow. Man, a lot on the plate. Awesome. I don't know if Will be joining us. I sent him the link. We'll see if he might be busy. It is Halloween after all. I hope everyone had a good Halloween tonight. Had a bunch of the ankle biters coming around the house today. Let's see. 49ers won the trade deadline. No one did better than the Niners. You know, it makes me wonder though. I mean, did they need another pass rusher though? They only got about 500 of those guys on the roster. I don't know. I thought, and I saw MF. He was talking about it in the premiere of the video. You know, the secondary probably needed to be shored up a little bit more. But hey, I guess we'll see how that all works out. You know, I thought when they got Javon Hargrave in the offseason, I thought that was kind of the answer to the woes. You know, they're supposed to have Hargrave on one end and Bosa on the other, and you know they were supposed to be doing good. And then didn't they pick up another pass rusher like a few weeks ago? Then they picked someone up, and now they got this one. So, yeah. America's Most Wanted was a good show. Yeah, I guess you can never have enough pass rushers until a quarterback gets sacked every single snap. Yeah, I guess. As far as what's going on in history, well, let's see. Biggest news I think I saw coming out today. Actually, there's a couple of things. I guess there was more attacks on U.S. forces in Syria, from what I heard. I don't know what the result of that was and what the retaliation will be. I also saw Egypt is massing some of their troops over there on the border of Gaza, the southern Gaza. They don't want any of the Palestinians to come into Egypt. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Why is that? Why does Egypt want to keep the Palestinians where they're at? Why don't, I mean, they're fellow Muslims. Why don't they allow them into their own country? If this huge humanitarian issue is happening, why don't they just let them in? I guess there's some. I'm guessing there's answers to that, but I guess I'm not going to speculate. I think we can all come to the conclusion of what that's all about. Let's see. I got the live UA map. They got some images of troops inside Gaza. Of course, the continued criticism of Israel's military operations in Gaza are still being attacked, of course. To be expected. But, I mean, what are you going to do? It's war. I think some of these people don't understand the concept of war. I mean, this is what happens in war. Nothing good ever comes out of it. So let's see what we got in here. Got 7 people in the chat. Hey, you guys, go ahead and take it away. If you got any questions you want me to try to answer, I'll do my best. See what we can do with that. I'm still going to do the whole World War II thing on Thursday. Where we'll because that looks like what's won the poll. I could go back here. Matter of fact, I can open it up real quick. And let me do this. Because I got the camera going on one of them just to see what's going on inside Gaza. Open up a new window here. All right, let's see what we got here. Still 50-50 with 10 votes. 5 for good old Herman and 5 for George. And yep, World War II still, still 22 votes, 45%. So yep. So on Thursday, that's where it'll look like we're going to go. We'll get into some World War II stuff on Thursday. Tomorrow should be a big show, like I said, on NorCal Sports Network. A lot of big stuff going on. I'm just taking a look at this. Getting reports of Israeli casualties. Something that's been kind of ignored in this whole thing, and I kind of talked about it yesterday, is what's going on in Ukraine. Quite interesting. Can't keep our eyes off that. You don't want to divert our attention away what's going on in Ukraine, because that's really important too, as far as Europe is concerned, and what Russia wants to try to accomplish. See how much longer that's going to go. One thing that Russia has, they got the manpower. They're probably going to have to continue doing their draft. They have to do their draft if they want to continue. The only thing is, when you start drafting people, what's the quality of men that you're going to get? It's going to be interesting how that all works out. Ukraine, you only got a finite amount of men of military age that can fight for you. So Ukraine's not as big as Russia, so that may play a part in it. If this continues on any longer. All right, what do we got here, Matt? It says, Eric, am I the only one surprised so many people are ripping down signs of? I don't get that, man. I watched a couple of videos of that. I know people are on different sides, but what is the logic behind? I don't get it either, Matt. And we were kind of touching on that a little bit with Will. The amount of anti-Jewish, anti-Israel protests, you name it. It's pretty damn extreme, and I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I really don't. I can understand it. And like you said, what's the point of people ripping down pictures of those who were kidnapped? Whether you agree or disagree with politics that go on in Israel, we're talking about innocent people. That's telling me that some of these people look upon people of the Jewish faith or ethnicity, whatever you want to call it, that there is a deep burning hatred, and it doesn't matter what happens to them. It's very reminiscent. This kind of has been thrown out a lot, but there's some truth to it. It's kind of reminding me of the 1930s of what it was like in Germany, and the extreme hatred that was built up over Jews, and it led to the Holocaust. So I don't know. I can't explain it. Shardar wants to think, maybe a little bit later, buddy. Why is the shooting in Maine getting? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question, MF. I know I got a little bit of it. I think it's the big news. Unfortunately, that's what it is. The big news is war. So anything that has to do with right now Israel, that's going to be front and center. That's unfortunate. That's just how news works. That's what's going to get the ratings, I guess. I guess the stuff that happened in Maine, I don't know. Here, hold on. Maybe, oh man, I don't, do I even want to go? I don't even know. Maybe it had to do with the backstory, because there was failure on many government agencies on why this guy was able to do what he did. There was warning signs. Warning signs were not heeded. And unfortunately, a horrible act of violence took place because no one decided to do their job. And that's what it comes down to. Don't get me wrong. The man has to take ownership. I mean, he's dead now, but I'm not going to take blame. You got to have accountability. But yeah, the guy showed some obvious signs that he was having some issues, and people failed to act. And when people fail to act in that situation, bad things happen. It's sad. Crab Sandwich saying it's a national security issue. Many politicians coddle these miscreants on their own game for decades, knowing damn well it's a front line. Oh, I know where you're going. You're talking about the hatred of Israelis, Jewish people. Yeah, I think I told Will that it's like, was this something that was just bubbling underneath that really wasn't catching much? Yeah, because you hear the rhetoric a lot from Iran and some of these other extremists. But for it to have this much of a I don't want to call it mainstream, but there seems to be a lot of people who have zero disregard with what Israel is doing, and it almost seems like people can care less what happens to the Jewish people in that. It's that's a saying now. Crab adds on now, like 15 to 25% of the population basically rooting for Iran consciously or by proxy. Interesting. That is interesting. Oh, hold on. What do we got here? Yeah, hold on. Yep. Will just texted me. Let me make sure. There you go. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is it some of it being, and it seems, and I was talking to Will B about this yesterday. It seems like it's a lot of college-aged people that are participating in this. And is that what's happening? Is that what's happening in our colleges? I know that's a big issue that I've seen a lot in some of this reporting. Is a lot of people are not happy in what's happening in some of these higher schools of education. That are they educating or are they indoctrinating? I don't like it. It's one thing to educate people and you let them come to their own conclusion and in what they want to think and believe, but as far as a professor, when you enter that classroom, that's where your politics end. As soon as you enter that door, that's where your politics end, and that's where you become a professor, because they can have a huge influence on some of these young children. I call them children because that's what they are going in. I mean, don't get me, they're adult by law, but they're young children who can be easily influenced, and you got to be careful with that. You have a lot of power when you're a professor. So yeah, there was red flags. Yep. But people won't they'll blame it something else other than where it belongs, and that's another issue that seems to be prevalent in the world today. Accountability for someone's actions. Instead of owning up or, admitting, hey, yeah, I made a mistake or whatever it may be, they want to blame society. They want to blame this. They want to blame that, whatever it may be. But yeah, they don't want to take ownership. If people took a little bit more accountability of their actions, maybe we'd be living in a better place right now. But Will should be joining us soon. Hey, speak of the devil, there he is. What's up, Will?
Go, man.
How was your Halloween?
Hey, uneventful, man. I don't know if I got some bad characters in my neighborhood. Kids don't come around here, but
wow, we had a crap ton of kids. I'm a little bit pissed off though, because I put a TV tray out there and we got like a little plastic container full of candy.
Yeah.
We had to fill it up like 4 times in like less than an hour.
Oh god.
And at the end, when it was all gone, some freaking hooligans got the bowl and they like threw it like 25 feet away from the house along the side of the house. I was like, what the hell is this bullshit?
Man.
Yeah, exactly. I was pissed.
That's some dickhead stuff, man.
Oh, it is. And I'm like, me and the wife are like, man, this is the last year. Then this has never happened. We've done this this is like the third year in a row we've done this. Never happened before. So we're like, you know what?
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about doing it when I was a kid. I mean, that was the last thing that crossed my freaking mind.
And you know how much candy is to buy for these damn Rugrats?
Oh my god, man, it's expensive. A little tiny bag like that's like $8.
Yeah. I got two big bags from Walmart. They're like $20, you know, and then we bought a cheaper bag that had more on Amazon. So we've spent almost like $60 for these damn kids. And then I don't know who did it, like I said, but
I just can't wait to wake up and see all the pumpkins in people's yards and stuff all smashed up.
Exactly.
That seems to happen.
But hey, we were kind of talking a little bit about what we did, you know, about the protesting and the old anti-Israel, anti-Jewish thing going on.
Yeah, it's increasing. I was listening a little bit to the old Ghost to Ghost.
Oh, damn, I forgot. It's on right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on till what, 1:00? Yeah, so.
Damn it. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Is
George
Norrie listening?
I didn't get any notification. It was weird. I'm like, what is weird? Hold on. I went to go text something to my cousin, and I saw your text. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Damn.
No worries. I didn't know if you were busy for Halloween. It was kind of a last minute thing. We were gonna do a NorCal thing, but Dan's internet was at his Wi-Fi. They were doing some maintenance.
Oh, that sucks.
And, it didn't come back until late, so we're just gonna wait till tomorrow. You know, Bochy may get his damn 4th ring tomorrow too. So
on the anniversary day of the first dynasty there.
Hey, ain't that crazy?
I hope he gets it, man. Hey, that's Seager. Holy shit. What a clutch player, dude.
You want to say Reggie Jackson was Mr. October? Take a look at
this guy's smashing them.
They're identical. And the thing is, the Texas are in that window. They're in that window to where they can win a few of these.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man.
They've got DeGrom coming back next year.
Young. Minus Scherzer, obviously, but the team is overall still a young team.
Garcia's out. I was worried about that, but look what they did. They put up a 10th spot in 2 innings.
They didn't need him.
They didn't need him.
Nope. PK, like the dream. What's up, Matthew?
Let's see real quick. Man. Matthew says, Eric, we used to have CD player with spooky music and electronic snakes. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, look at that. Then a bunch of kids who don't even live in a neighborhood stole it. Exactly. And that's what I think happened. I bet you it wasn't even kids from this neighborhood because they come kids from all over the city will come around. They're just acting like a bunch of freaking fools, man.
The other thing I used to hate is like see kids they're not kids. Like somebody show up to your door, they're like obviously over 20 years old. Okay, come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You still play with Legos too?
God, I'm waiting. Wait till Christmas time and you start seeing some of these porch pirates, man. I hope they try to come up to my door. Oh man.
Yeah, my cousin down there in Stockton, man, he gets it all the time. All the time, man.
You know, Stockton hasn't changed a damn bit. It hasn't. When I was a kid, I mean, Stockton was the place to go. That's where I had the mall. That's where you went to go, you know, do all your cool Christmas shopping, all that stuff. But it was always a hole every time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, PK?
I am not worried about Fox.
Oh, by the way, did you see that that little video I did for NorCal?
I did. I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think?
That was awesome.
Oh, thanks, PK. PK's saying the same thing. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was in there. I don't think I said anything in the chat. I think I was.
Oh, that's fine.
I think I was I was actually doing some work. I got a notice of cancellation on one of my insurance policies. It turns out a county didn't send the check out. So I'm like, son of a bitch, dude.
Wow.
I'm like, that's an issue for us. So I'm like, okay. So I went on the system there and made sure the county was aware that, hey, we got to send a check out tomorrow morning ASAP. Otherwise, this person's going to lose coverage. And we
can't have that.
The possible errors and omissions. But yeah.
Well, I heard, a matter of fact, real quick before you get back into this, is I heard on the news, I guess 4 other insurance companies are pulling out.
One of them is a major auto player, a commercial auto player, Kemper. Kemper has been around since the freaking 1800s, man. They're an old player in the game. I also got word today that Farmers is going to be non-renewing a whole hell of a lot of their homeowners policies here in California. All states already been doing that, and I believe USAA is doing the same thing as well. So
that means USA. Now it's only in specific areas, though, right?
Bro, they're even non-renewing in San Francisco and here in Sacramento. So, man,
is it where there's high crime?
That's part of it, yeah. Part of it, dude. They're going to be, and that piece of junk that we have as a commissioner is raising the rates again. He wants to raise the rates again, and pretty soon it's going to be to the point where everybody's got to be on the California Fair Plan, and that thing sucks.
I know it is. That's why we couldn't move. We wanted, this is like 3 years ago, we wanted to move up to Coarse Gold, between Fresno and Yosemite. And then come to find out, because of all the fire stuff, we would have had to get California Fair Fire. And we looked into it and I was like, what? It's like $500 a month just for fire insurance. And it could go up. And there's no guarantee. Yeah. And I'm like, I ain't spending that much.
It's a freaking car payment. I mean, it's a car payment every month, and it's not just any car payment. It's actually a pretty nice car payment, but you're not getting a nice car. You're getting an invisible piece of paper that says that we will cover you in the event of what X, Y, and Z.
That's crazy. I might have to talk, because we were talking about moving either next year or the year after, and I may have to move out of state, to be honest with you, man. This is just getting stupid, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading out to Arizona here probably sometime in June or July. Is
just to visit or to move?
Oh, to move. My exit date.
Yeah. What part?
Tucson.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I like Tucson. Tucson's cool. My parents are down there, and my parents are getting older, so you need somebody a little reliable to be around them. And yeah, man. Yeah, nice. It's a beautiful area, dude. That's a beautiful freaking area.
Yeah, absolutely. But real quick, back to the video. I appreciate you the kind words, man. That took like 3 days to put that together. And,
man, I
wanted to make it sound. I wanted to make it sound professional, and I don't want to make because it's one thing when we're doing a live stream, we could get animated and crazy as much as we want, but when I'm putting something like that together, I wanted to make it sound like we know what the hell we're talking about. And that, what I'm saying? I don't want to get on there and just make fun of Kapler going, hey, I don't.
Kapler is bouncing the smoke, man. Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Northern part of Arizona is really nice. Flagstaff, beautiful.
Yeah, that's where my grandmother is born. My grandmother is from Flagstaff.
I would love to move over there, man. Sedona, I would love to move there. But
geez, Sedona is beautiful. Holy smoke. It costs some money to live there.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, if we live in California, it's not much different.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, housing prices down there, I've been looking at them, obviously, and they're pretty damn good down there out there in Arizona. Although I'm not going to buy a home just yet. I'm going to rent first because I'm not going to pay these damn interest rates. Screw that, dude.
Yeah, give it a year. Give it a year or two.
Wait till this crap crashes.
Hopefully it'll come back down. I know. Eric, to be totally honest with you, and be able to only 2 people I know who still live in Cali. The mass exodus has been going on for years. Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting unfriendly.
The issue is, we got a daughter in college, and it depends on what she's going to do. So it's that plays a factor in it. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again, PK. Appreciate it.
Special, yeah.
Arizona has no taxes. Yep. Or I should say, is it no taxes or lower taxes? One or the other.
There's no sales tax or something like that. One of those big ones there that is pretty good. Yeah, I also like the fact that my old man could ride his bike and have a gun on his hip.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can open carry over there.
You could go buy.
Yeah, a lot of people went to, or a lot of people went to is Idaho. Idaho got a huge influx of Californians as well. I think Texas is another state that got a lot of Californians. But
so what's the poll at? Are we still leading towards
22 voted, 45% for World War II. So Thursday,
okay,
we'll do something with World War II. Hey, is your buddy available right now? If he's available now.
Yeah, it's a little early still. Okay, let me head him up here. I think he said he wasn't working this week.
I was able to get on a little bit early today. So yeah, if he could get on, I'll talk some Civil War stuff. Heck yeah, man. Oh, but real quick, did you hear Egypt massing? I think I sent it to you. You sent it to me as well. I think how they're massing armor and troops on the southern border of Gaza.
Yeah, that's weird. Is it to keep them in, or is it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And I kind of posed the question. Why would a fellow Muslim country want to keep Muslims who are trying to escape war? Exactly.
Those people must be so indoctrinated by.
That's what it is. They're afraid of those people coming in with a certain mindset. Hey, PK, check it here. Hold on. Damn. I just had it up too. Hold on 1 second, dude.
Yeah, they must be radical. That's what we call it. I think Coast to Coast is still playing somewhere. I can hear it. Yeah, it is. What the hell?
You got it in the background now.
I got it on my damn phone here.
Well, I tell you what, actually, I don't have to link it. Hold on 1 second.
Is it on my earbuds? My earbuds over here? I can hear it.
Hey, PK, take a look at my YouTube channel, and you see the little tabs. Go to the community tab. If you go to the community tab, there's 2 polls. One poll has to do with who you think played a bigger role in the unions for the Union during the Civil War. And then the second poll is, what military era would you like us to discuss? And you got 5 different type of suggestions you can vote on.
Oh yeah. This war, I don't know if this can end anytime soon, PK. This seems to be a slow, smoldering one.
Yeah, it's not, and they're in there to eradicate Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
Hamas, I don't think will no longer exist once Israel is done.
Well, I mean, then again, if that population is so radical, the idea is still there.
Well, supposedly, I heard there's talk about what is post Gaza going to look like. And there may be an international peacekeeping, maybe, who knows? But there's got to be something to prevent it to happen again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any other option for these guys other than take over Gaza completely and make it a police state. I mean,
did you see the Houthis are still launching missiles?
Yeah, I think I sent you that. I think I sent you a Twitter thing there where, they were launching. You could see it directly from Yemen launching missiles right into Israel.
Yep.
Which wouldn't we have the capability to intercept those with our ship offshore?
Yeah, maybe our ships aren't out there no more. I don't know. Interesting.
Did they move? I thought the Eisenhower was out there. No, not the Eisenhower, but the Carney.
I don't know where the Carney went. I don't know where it went.
They must have moved it. Maybe they
had to have moved it.
Must have made it part of the Bataan carrier
battle group, maybe
battle group, not carrier group, but battle group.
But yeah, I was surprised too that they weren't part of that. And then I guess there was a bunch of missile attacks on American forces in eastern Syria.
Yeah, they're trying to provoke us. Sooner or later, though, we'll have to respond in some way other than just a simple one-time bombing.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't notice. So, did you see the tanks in Egypt? They have the little grenade cages on top. You can't drop a grenade on top with a drone.
Oh yeah, I think that's something that they're doing now. Yeah, because everyone's seeing what's going on in Ukraine. They go, okay, maybe that's what we got to do.
Hey man, that blue territory there in Gaza has definitely expanded.
It has. I noticed that. Yep, it has. Matthew says, Eric, you got one contract out of 1 and 3rd grade. Oh, that was the fun time right there. Today was the first time in life she wanted to go trick or treating with her friends instead of me. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting to that. They're getting to that age now. They want to hang out with their friends and go have fun. Yep. That's kind of
you're not cool anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that's the great time right there.
So Mo?
Time. Oh, Mo, what's up? Hey, good to see you.
Mo's in the house. Let's see if
all right.
I just messaged Alex on. He might be I don't know. He said he wasn't. I don't think he was working tonight. Let me see his.
If we could get him on, that'd be great. If not, we got another time.
Yeah, it's cool. It's whatever. We got a schedule, so that's
yeah.
a big deal.
And Another thing I was talking about, one thing we can't keep our eyes off of is you make sure you know what's going on in Ukraine. That's important.
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. The protests, and it all seems like these protests are almost like a distraction from everything that's happening over there in Ukraine. I don't know.
Yeah,
who
doesn't
it?
Is. Yeah.
Who's doing this, but it's a nice subtle distraction. I wonder if there was any protest again today. Let me see. They have a little protest.
I haven't seen anything without there.
But this weekend was just strange, man. I mean,
hey, nice, good deal, Elk Grove. Yeah, I'm just south of you. I'm down here in matter of fact, I'll be up in Elk Grove tomorrow, going to the good old Costco. Do my monthly Costco run. Yeah, that's always fun to go down there.
Gotta love Costco. They got that new casino down there.
That's cool. Too. Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Maybe next year then. Maybe next year. Now she sees what it's like when she's not with dad. So yeah, maybe next year will be better. That like you said though, that's a good feeling that she wishes that you were there. That's awesome.
It's interesting. They don't really report the protests around here, although we're seeing them.
Yep.
If you go on Live UA map, they don't show anything, man. I mean, they show old stuff from. It's like what? Okay, so who? It's not adding up. It doesn't make any damn sense. This whole thing is just a weird, convoluted.
The whole thing is odd. I know, and I just again, it's
strange, man.
I can't. I don't understand. I really don't. It's like everyone's rooting for the bad guy, and I don't get it, man.
You're out there openly rooting. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, both sides commit atrocities, but you're openly supporting at that point a terrorist organization. Excuse me? I mean, that's the cool thing now. That's what the cool kids do. That's how they get their extra credit in school. I mean, Jesus, man, what the F? Everything is backwards. Everything is ass backwards, man. I mean, rectal cranial inversion, as we called it in the military.
Yep. And it's a lot of it is groupthink. You know how it is.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I bet you ask one of those kids, why are you supporting Palestine? I bet you they can even form you 3 good bullet points. They'll just regurgitate whatever they heard from, doctor.
They'll just say, because Israel's an occupier.
Oh, they're a colonizer.
Or colonizer. That's what it was, not occupier.
Colonizers don't need to be around anymore. Well,
since living in your own territory, since when is that colonialism? I don't get it, but whatever.
Hey man, if it weren't for Christopher Columbus, we wouldn't be here. What are you
and
trying
unfortunately,
to say?
you can't even, and I'm not saying that you need to argue, but you can't even have a discussion with these people because they just
they just start screaming and yelling at you, and next thing you know, they're throwing fists at you. It's like, oh, hey man, we just wanted your opinion.
I think it was Matthew that brought it up. Yeah, I think it was Matthew talking about what is the deal with these people pulling down pictures of hostages.
I don't get that shit either.
What is that? I don't understand.
Could you imagine the 9/11 people pulling off the missing posters?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly. It's the same thing. I mean, it's to the point now that they look upon these people as they just want them eradicated. That's what I get to me. They just want them eradicated.
By
any means necessary, whether it means that they get murdered or not. That's fine.
When I remember my old philosophy teacher back in college, he made it pretty simple. If you can make a group of people a thing, instead of seeing them as human, you see them as a thing or an it. It becomes that much more easy to hate them and do what the hell you want.
Dictators are good at doing that.
And so that's exactly what you see in the streets. Those people are hating the Jews 100%. Those protests,
100%.
If there was any around there, they probably get beat.
Yep.
Just like that, without even a question asked. I mean, it's gotten to that point now. They are in their eyes an it. They're a thing.
Yes.
And it needs to be extinguished. And
where have we seen that before? Well, where have we seen that?
We saw that. We saw that. What? How many years ago was it now? Over 80 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Persecution of the Jews. I mean,
yeah.
Some people say history doesn't repeat itself. Well, holy shit! Look what we're doing right now. I mean,
exactly. The Gulf Flea Market. Yeah, matter of fact, PK, that's right around the block from me. I'm very close to where the flea market is.
I gotta figure out this damn camera situation one of these days, man. It's getting a little annoying. I don't.
You could
Well, you know
always
what, man?
you could
Like, I
you could buy one and play. It's like they're like $30 or something like that.
wonder if I just do that. Okay, you know what?
Oh, well, there you go.
That's probably better. And then I got my flickering light. Look at that. Look, it looks
Yeah,
so.
there you go.
Oh, it's called Halloween
mine does
light.
that too.
That's my damn Halloween light.
Is it? That's
I know
funny.
it's not. It's just off. I don't know why
Hey,
it's doing it. I probably got
that's
a
fun.
ghost in here or something. Even
It's
I got a
weird.
cross right there.
I get these the dimming bulbs, but for some reason, because I got a little slider where you can dim it,
Mhm.
but they'll start flickering when I piss.
Yeah, that's one of these ones here. It's a dimmer, man.
It does that.
Lights.
Mine does the same thing. So yeah, nothing new. We're both got the same issue with these damn dimming light bulb, the dimming LEDs. That's what it is.
I think I fixed the camera issue. Cool, man. I got no problems. Nobody got a problem with that back there behind me. I don't think so. I think we're all like-minded here. This was
it's all good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's why I had on blur just in case somebody made a big deal about it. Careful at Costco. Holy shit.
A fight broke out there.
Some fisticuffs.
Costco? What happened?
Fighting over the damn hot dogs, man.
Maybe because that one opened up. It's only been
fighting
about
over those pizzas too.
I think it's been open for. Well, actually, it's been open for a while now. Damn! Now that I think about it, it's been open about 3 years because it opened shortly before all that COVID shit broke out. It's pretty brand new.
Man, I tell you what, Costco, Sam's Club, that's the way to go, man. Walmart.
Yep. That's where we do Walmart and Costco, man.
Freaking.
And if you want to get the really good produce, then I go to the better play like Save Mart or Rayleigh's.
Rayleigh's,
they got better produce.
You got Sprouts around the corner over here.
Oh, Sprouts, yeah, nice. The Walmart produce is, questionable sometimes.
Yeah, I got some habaneros the other day to make some hot sauce out of, and
there you
I
go.
turned one over. Yeah, that's mold.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Nice.
Some mold sauce. Some spicy mold sauce.
Habanero mold sauce. Yeah.
That sounds like
made some salsa today,
trick.
man. I'm gonna have to get into that. Love salsa. But
yeah, I've been making my own. I got into it a couple weeks ago, and man, I've been making some pretty decent stuff. I got some super hot peppers coming in. I love hot sauces, man.
Yep.
Anyways, off track.
Oh, PK wants to talk presidential candidates. Yeah, we could get into that.
Shit.
Real quick before we get into that, what do you make? I got to kind of divert just for a couple of minutes. What do you think? What do you make of the Chase Young trade?
I was really hoping they would get somebody in secondary.
There we go.
You
and MF have said the same. I said the same thing. We were chatting a little bit before the premiere of the video, and it's like, why do they need another rush? I mean, you signed Javon Hargrave. They just picked up that other guy. What was that other guy they just picked up a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, Gregory, Randall Gregory.
Yep, he's a pass rusher. You got Bosa as a pass rusher. How many pass rushers?
God, it just. Well, apparently they tried to make a trade with the Giants, New York Giants, New York Football Giants.
Yeah.
And they were trading for one of their cornerbacks there, and apparently the Giants didn't turn the paperwork in time, so that trade never went through. So evidently they were going after a cornerback. It just didn't happen. And then the other theory that I've heard too is like, hey, if you got a nice bookend for Bosa, you could potentially, help the secondary out through the pass rush. But I mean, their pass rush already is
supposed to be the bookend.
Randall Gregory, I think, is supposed to be the new bookend, right?
Oh well, there you go. Okay.
Or Cleveland Farrell, or what's the other guy? Drake Jackson, I believe. But I mean, the secondary is still exploitable. I mean,
yeah.
I don't care if you've got the greatest O-line on the planet. All they have to do is the way they beat the Niners with their defensive line as it is get the ball at least quickly. You saw Joe Burrow. That guy was just boom. Once he had the ball in his hands, 1-2, boom, it was out.
Gone.
1-2, boom, it was gone.
Yep.
There was no time for Bosa to get on him. There was no time for Hargrave to do his thing. Eric Armstead got a couple of nice sacks that game, but I mean, overall, that was the way to beat the Niners. So if they were able to do that, and these teams, exploit that.
Scheme that, yeah.
It's they've seen it work, and that's what they're going to do.
Gotcha.
But either way,
We're gonna
having
get-
Chase Young on our team is an overall plus. So
All right, cool. Yeah, no, we're going to get probably deep into because there's going to be a lot to talk about tomorrow. We got the trade deadline. You got
PK,
Bochy maybe winning his World Series. What else?
what do
Oh,
pick up
now the Raiders looks like they're firing everybody.
Oh, are they? I didn't see
They
that.
They fired McDaniels and the GM supposedly.
Oh, get freaking humped, man! Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
hate that trick.
Yep. MF broke that earlier. Real quick, Valentina. Never had Valentina. You know what my go-to hot sauce is?
Great,
Tapatio.
man.
I love the Tapatio.
If you like Tapatio, you'll like Valentina's, my friend.
Really?
It is good. That is some.
I might have
It's
to
not
get some
super
of that.
spicy, but you can put that on everything. Put it on burgers, put chicken, fish.
You know,
whatever
I used to be a Cholula guy for a while, but then for a while, it's like it got a weird taste for some. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was me, but I was like, I don't really. I like the Tapatio better.
Yeah, that used to be my go-to.
Yeah, Tapatio. Tabasco sauce. You can always love the Tabasco.
Remember at the Chow Hall, they would have like Crystal, Louisiana, Texas Pete, Tabasco, because there's some people from
Texas
everywhere,
Pete.
you know.
Yep.
Oh man.
They had all three hot. Yeah, Tabasco, Louisiana, and then they had Texas Pete. Texas Pete wasn't bad.
That's not too bad.
I
I
didn't
prefer
mind that one.
Tabasco over that. And that's blasphemy to some people, though.
Yeah.
But I have over there in my kitchen. I have an entire cupboard full of hot sauces, man. Everything from Carolina Reaper peppers to
Ooh-wee.
jalapenos, man. I'm all about it. I'm all in on hot sauces.
Yeah, I love the hot sauce. I mean, same here, man. Gotta love the hot sauce.
Oh man, it adds a spice to your life.
It does. I'm looking at that
Anyway.
live, that Reuters live.
Let me pull it up. Nothing really too much happening there.
Nothing going on. Again, like this time of the night, it used to be everything was kicking off at this time. Now it's kind of ever since the ground invasion, it's been kind of.
Hey, I just noticed, man. Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the show and listening to a couple old dudes talk. The viewership is always pretty consistent, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
That's really cool.
Appreciate the support, guys.
That's awesome.
Like I said, I'm not doing it to try to make $1 million on YouTube. I'm just doing it because this is something I enjoy talking about, and if you get like-minded people, hey, just makes it that much more fun.
Oh hell yeah, that's cool. Let me see here. They got 3 cameras on that Reuters thing.
They do? I didn't see the 3-camera one.
But they have one for the northern border, which hold on, check it.
Yeah, I see the Lebanon border one now.
Not much going on there.
There's only 115 people watching that one.
1.9K watching the.
Yeah, the 1.9 the Gaza one.
Oh, there's still the old Quonset hut's still there.
Yeah, I see that.
I was expecting that to be gone by now. They were really.
I know.
That area, it seemed like, holy shit. Oh man.
Let's see what we got there.
How crazy is it that? We're well. I don't think we're much older than everybody else in this shot. Never mind. I take that back, PK. Oh, you can hear those nice little booms going off still. That does sound like artillery or a tank like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. All right, cool. Give a like on that.
You know what? 1 second here.
What you got?
Let me go fix that damn light.
What happened?
That's gonna get annoying for people to see. Hold on 1 second, man.
Oh, the light.
Yeah. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I'd like to have a little. I don't mind the heat, but I like the flavor. You got to have the flavor. The flavor's got to come first, and then the heat. All right. You guys in there? 30. What was this?
Oh man, shit.
Oh, did someone mention old dudes?
Yeah, that's us.
Yep.
That's
Sort of,
us.
kind of.
Sort of, kind of. Well, we're still young.
Chardal says he really loves learning about military history. Cool. Appreciate it, Chardal. We try. Make sure you're back here on Thursday night. We're going to get into some World War II stuff for sure.
Frank's Red Hot. Yes, Chardal. My God.
And that's the whole point. And even on NorCal, I don't try to sit here, come on here and be fake or anything. I'll say exactly how I feel. I'll admit when I'm wrong, but I'll come out here and just, I'm trying to be as genuine as possible and that not to try to be fake out here just to get clicks.
Yeah. Not about that weird Ramesh stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes people agree, sometimes they won't. That's fine. I'm good with that. I got no issues. Not at all.
You could hear some heavy movement through there. Sound like a tractor.
I never had Frank's red hot sauce. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a buffalo wing sauce.
Oh, see, I'm not big onto that.
But I used to, you know what? I had, for whatever reason, one year when we had not Thanksgiving, when we had Easter, I put that stuff on ham. It was actually pretty damn good, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't half bad.
PK said, Moji says, I'm a Dubs fan, but I do support the Kings. Yeah, Kings they're having a good season. Where are they at right now?
Whoa,
I know it's only been like 4 games or something.
I haven't really been paying attention.
Did you see how the Spurs won their game?
No. Is that guy any good? Is that guy a bust or is that Wembanyama?
No, that guy looks pretty damn good, man.
Oh,
Holy
he does?
crap.
Oh, shit.
38.
Okay.
No, I ain't 38. Try the big 5-0, PK. 5-0.
Yeah, 38, yeah. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. I'm getting up there, man. Yeah, every year I earn more gray hairs.
And I tell you, man, the older you get, the faster the years go by.
And I'll tell you what, that's what it really is. I couldn't believe it. I woke up today, I'm like, shit, it's almost Thanksgiving.
I know, it's crazy.
I know.
Before you know it, yeah, Thanksgiving will be here and then Christmas.
I was like, what?
Yes, Matthew, I am 50 years old. Half a century.
Half a damn century, man. Well, I can hear some small arms fire.
Honestly, that's kind of what made this country as good as it is. Just being able to have disagreements, but hey, you work through them, figure out a way, compromise. Wow. That's something that the country is kind of founded upon as compromise. Unfortunately, that's kind of went by the wayside.
Wow, thanks, Charlotte.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's 55, right? Is a senior citizen? I think it's 55.
Well, once you start getting the senior menu at Denny's, it's official.
Yeah, exactly.
It's freaking official, man. I'll tell you what, I'll take that any day. I love me some Denny's. Oh yeah.
Oh, Denny's is good, man. Their breakfast. My goodness gracious, it's expensive, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Now, I mean, it's like just to get. I wanted to. What was it? This is months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I like getting their omelet with some avocado on it. Oh,
yeah.
And then the hash browns, and it's like almost $20 for a damn omelet.
Yeah, we have this. We have one of those. It used to be a Perco's, one of those old Perco's chains restaurant.
Oh, Perco's. I remember Perco's. Yeah.
And we have one around just down the street from me over here on Sunrise, and you get pretty damn 3-egg omelet, hash browns, $13. That's still pretty reasonable.
Nice. IHOP, you can't go wrong with that. They make those burritos now. Those things are pretty damn good. The breakfast burritos.
Oh man, IHOP is good. I miss their stuffed French toast they had back in the day.
I tell you, it's my weakness is breakfast burritos, man. God, I love those things. Man.
Breakfast to me is like the best meal of the day, man.
It is. The chorizo and egg. Woo-wee.
Alberto's has a pretty good breakfast too.
That's my go-to. Oh my God.
The other one is Carolina's. Carolina's is pretty much the same thing.
But Alberto's, yeah, the closest one to me is like 40 minutes away.
Right there on Sunrise, yeah.
Well, that one I go. The closest one for me is the one in Rancho Cordova off of Bradshaw, just before the 50.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, I used to work right there. I used to work. I used to work in the Department of Health and Human Services, right next door.
Oh, no kidding.
Right there. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was part of the.
That's where they have the drive-in just across the freeway.
Yeah, I was part of the tobacco education program, and I'm the guy who got cigarettes banned on the campus of Sacramento State. And guess what? I was actually a smoker at the time.
No kidding. Wow.
It was the most ironic thing ever, man.
That's funny. Wow.
That was what 2008, I believe.
Oh, that's a while back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I may have to
2008.
do that, PK. November 11th, I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe we could talk about or if you want, maybe some Medal of Honor awardees or something. And
Ooh. Holy crap. You know what, man? You just got me going here. Hold on.
I was gonna send you a guy to talk about too. Maybe you could do a video on him. Robin Old.
Robin Olds, dude.
Badass.
Dude was a badass.
Because like you were like, okay, everybody likes naval aviators. I'm like, okay, let me throw you an Air Force
Air
guy.
Force
Robin
guy.
Old.
Yeah. He flew the F4, man. That dude's got some. He's famous in
He
as far
was
as a
an
Vietnam
ace in
ace.
the P-38. He was an ace in the P-51, and then he served in Vietnam after that, and he almost became an ace in the F-4 Phantom as well.
Yep.
Guy was a total badass. He was a stud.
Oh, this guy is amazing right here. Let's see. Is he still? He is still?
Some of these guys still alive.
Oh my gosh. He is still alive. I can't believe it. Okay, I got to find. Okay, I actually got a chance to hear this guy. Let's see if I can. I want to. Oh, here we go. It might be on their website here. The Congressional Medal of Honor Society. Yeah,
I love
here
those
we
videos.
go.
Those videos are amazing.
Here
man.
we go. Here we go.
Makes you feel real
Here's the citation.
Small.
Oh my gosh. I love the beginning of the Medal of Honor. I might have to read this. Okay. This guy. Hold on. Let me. You know what? Let me bring up. Copy. I'm going to bring up two of these so then I just can keep. That's not what I wanted.
Charlotte talking about that sweet chili sauce, man. Yep, that's good stuff, man. I got a big old bottle in the fridge.
Okay, let me get into this now. Holy crap.
PK, I love fake wrestling, man. To me, the heyday was the 90s wrestling. I think that was the best period. Oh, shit.
Absolutely. Here we go. This guy. Okay, when I was stationed at Shepherd Air Force Base in Texas, I was an instructor, and this guy came to the base because he was giving speeches, and he was talking about his time in Vietnam, and basically talked about his story as far as what it meant. You know, he of course he went into the history of why he was able to earn the Medal of Honor, but then he just got more deep into, you know, what it's about.
Right.
And it's fantastic. All right, here's his citation. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, I can't say that one. For conspicuous gallantry and for intrepidity in action at the risk of his own life, above and beyond the call of duty, Sergeant Davis, he was a private first class, distinguished himself during the early morning hours while serving as a cannoneer for Battery C at a remote fire support base. At approximately 0200 hours, the fire support base was under heavy enemy mortar attack. Simultaneously, an estimated reinforced Viet Cong battalion launched a fierce ground assault upon the fire support base. The attacking enemy drove to within 25 meters of friendly positions. Only a river separated the Viet Cong from the fire support base. Detecting a nearby enemy position, Sergeant Davis seized the machine gun and provided covering fire for his gun crew as they attempted to bring direct artillery fire on the enemy. Despite his efforts, an enemy recoilless rifle round scored a direct hit upon his artillery piece. The resultant blast hurled the gun crew from the weapon and blew Sergeant Davis into a foxhole. He struggled to his feet and returned to the howitzer, which was burning furiously. Ignoring repeated warnings to seek cover, Sergeant Davis rammed a shell into the gun, Disregarding a withering hail of enemy fire directed against his position, he aimed and fired the howitzer, which rolled backward, knocking Sergeant Davis violently to the ground. Undaunted, he returned to the weapon to fire again when an enemy mortar round exploded within 20 meters of his position, injuring him painfully. Nevertheless, Sergeant Davis loaded the artillery piece, aimed, and fired. Again, he was knocked down by the recoil. In complete disregard for his safety, Sergeant Davis loaded and fired 3 more shells into the enemy. Disregarding his extensive injuries and his inability to swim, Sergeant Davis picked up an air mattress and struck out across the deep river to rescue 3 wounded comrades on the far side.
Badass.
Upon reaching the 3 wounded men, he stood upright, fired into dense vegetation to prevent the Viet Cong from advancing. While the most seriously wounded soldier was helped across the river, Sergeant Davis protected the 2 remaining casualties until he could pull them across the river to the fire support base. Those suffering from painful wounds, and he refused medical attention, joining another howitzer crew which fired at the large Viet Cong force until it broke contact and fled. Sergeant Davis's extraordinary heroism at the risk of his own life is in keeping with the highest traditions of military service and reflect a great credit upon himself and the United States Army. But there's more to this. What he was actually doing, the round, they didn't get into this, but hey, what's up, Kyle? The rounds that he was actually, have you ever heard of a beehive round?
No, that's a new one for me.
Basically, it's an artillery round. It basically turns the howitzer into a giant shotgun. It's got a bunch of metal flechettes in them. It's canister, basically. Yeah, if you want to, Civil War, canister. So that's what he was loaded because the enemy got so close. He loaded the beehive. He said when he fired the rounds, it cut a swath of just enemy VC dead.
Wow.
A swath. He said in front of his gun alone, there was at least five deep as far as he could see. That's how many dead VC that he was mowing down by just him. And another thing that it doesn't mention, he actually had to manipulate the howitzer by himself.
Right.
He had to pick it up and turn it because it wasn't facing in the right direction. So he had to do that. He talked about the story. He went over there, rescued his buddies that were across because he said he could hear a faint, I can't remember if he said a whistle or something. And you want to talk about the way he was just explaining it. And he basically says, it was all about helping your fellow soldier. It's just, he's like, nothing else went through his mind, but just, he didn't want to lose. And he didn't want his fellow comrades to suffer at the hands of the enemy. So, I mean,
that seems to be a common theme with a lot of these guys who have been awarded that medal. It's not about them; it was about everybody else around them. And
exactly. And another thing that needs to be put in perspective too: these people they're not warmongers. It's not like they cast fear aside. These guys will say the reason why they acted was because of fear. It's what you do with the fear. You don't let it overcome you. You let it almost to a certain extent make you focus a little bit more. But it's fantastic. Whew.
Yeah, another good one is a story of Sergeant Benavides.
Oh, Benavides! I've heard of him. He's another one. He was another Vietnam.
Another Vietnam.
Matter of fact, there's a video of him talking about it, and it's fantastic.
Oh man, and he had to learn how to walk again and everything after that.
Yep.
Man, and they told him he would never walk again, but he forced himself to do it.
Yep. And then the other one, Herschel. Oh my God, what the hell is his name? He just died recently. He was the last surviving Medal of Honor recipient from World War II.
Yeah, I remember there was a Medal of Honor awardee from Iwo Jima. He was a Marine, obviously. And he jumped on a grenade and he survived.
Yeah, there's what's his name? Levito from the Air Force. He did the same thing. He was on the gunship, and they have illumination flares, and I guess it fell out, and he jumped on it and pushed it off to the side of the aircraft to save the whole air crew.
Yeah, so that's what this guy said. He goes, yeah, if I didn't jump on that grenade, my friends would have died, and I would have died with them.
Yep. How about
So that-
exactly? How about Herschel? This is it. Herschel Woody Williams. He's another famous Medal of Honor recipient. He basically took out like 5 Japanese pillboxes with a flamethrower.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Bad.
yeah. And it was
Well,
on. It was Iwo Jima.
To put it in perspective, when they saw the flamethrower, he was getting shot at like crazy.
Oh, that was the worst. Hey, what's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob? Medal of freaking Honor, man. Jeez. Oh, he was a CW4. Wow.
Which one you talking about?
He was Woody. He was a chief.
Oh yeah, Woody Williams. He just passed away this year. But you know what's funny? I hear about this. I hear about this from Medal of Honor recipients, where they say the most difficult part of that decoration isn't the actions they did to earn that. It's not. Yeah, it's not the actions they did to accept or to receive it. It was afterwards, and the duty that is. What is the word? The duty that is expected of them after you have received the honor. It's like it's pretty intense, I guess. You got to really it's because you're part of a select group of people,
right?
And there's things that are asked of you to after you've earned that medal, and it's difficult. That kid. That Marine, did you ever see that videos of the Marine in Afghanistan that earned a Medal of Honor?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember his name.
The guy got really messed up, but his arm got all messed up. I think half of his face got messed
all over his face and stuff.
Yeah.
He got Obama gave him a call, and he says, "Hey, man, if I come over there, let's have a couple of beers," or something like that. And they went to the White House, had a couple of beers. That was one request to go to the White House. He's going to have a beer with the president.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Boji's talking about, the money being sent to Ukraine. Again, I'm going to kind of get into this again too, real quick. We're kind of going all over the place here. I'm just kind of letting the chat guide us. But when you fight a war, it costs money. That honestly, that's the least of it. You got people losing their lives every single day fighting, basically they're fighting for their freedom. Is there corruption? Absolutely. In World War II, was there corruption? Oh, I'm sure there was. The only difference between then and now is everybody knows about it. Back then, news traveled as fast as what you got in the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the newspaper was able to put out, that's the information you got, or whatever was on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
In this day and age, you got information at your fingertips, literally instantaneously when stuff is happening. So it's a little bit different. It is. I mean, if what happened in World War II was happening with today's technology, people would be saying the same thing. Why are we giving money to the UK? Why are we giving money to the Russians? Why are we supplying the Russians with American equipment? Those questions would be asked.
Right.
But you got to look at the bigger picture. Do you want Russia to continue their march across Europe and reclaiming what was once the Soviet Union? I don't. All it does is embolden you. When you embolden an enemy, that's where you run into issues, and you got to be able to thwart them one way or another.
That's the same thing was happening when we were giving money to the Afghanis. I mean, that these people, the way their culture is set up. I mean, they're a culture where they skim off the top. And I mean, would you rather not give any aid at all and see them just flounder, or would you take the risk and knowingly know that, hey, some of that money is going to be sent over to some other people or to fly in their pockets? I mean, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation.
It is. I mean, also, honestly, I'd rather not select the alternative. I don't, because if not, then we're going to have issues.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the alternative is to sit there and do nothing and just watch it all crumble. I mean,
yep.
A good case in point was this. just south of the Kunar province in Afghanistan, the Italians were actually paying off the local Taliban to not shoot at them.
Yeah, I've heard something
And-
about that.
And what happened is the French took over that AO, and they didn't tell the French they were paying them off. And next thing you know, all the attacks are happening against the French. I guess they had like an ambush, and 7 guys were killed in an ambush. But that's the kind of stuff that happens. Oh yeah, Dakota Meyer. Dakota. That's him, the Marine.
What's up, Dakota? That's him, Dakota. Yep. Look at Chardon. Chardon knows how to work the Google for sure.
Kunar province. That's where everything was happening. That's the northeast.
Yeah, that's where all the
Afghanistan,
shit was hitting the fan, especially in there in that time. Matter of fact,
Yep.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember when the operation on the mountain happened. What the hell was it called?
Operation Anaconda.
Anaconda. Well, when was that? That was earlier than that. That was kind of.
2003.
I think it was. Yeah, it was right around the
2002.
big. No, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 2003. I think it was early 2003 because there was still. Well, there's always snow in the mountains.
No, March 2nd, 2002.
It was 2002. So it was a year after the invasion happened.
That was in the Shai-Kot Valley. That's another area that was really bad. Shai-Kot. They had in 2007, or was it 2007 or 2008? They had like a whole special forces team get absolutely massacred. I think they lost like 5 dudes in that one.
Wow. You got Kyle real quick. Kyle, he said he has my lifelong friend since 2nd grade. His dad was in Vietnam. Wow. My dad was in Vietnam. Yeah, my dad would always tell me so. He was in Vietnam from 68 to 69.
Wow.
He was in Chu Lai.
Those were
Yeah.
the bad times.
Those were the tough times. Yeah. Not to say, war is tough but yeah, during that period of time in Vietnam, it was really shit was really hitting the fan.
68 was when it really kicked off.
Yeah, because you had the 68 Tet. They were absolutely demolished. But it just, yeah. The whole country is on fire.
I love it. That's funny. Yeah, my dad missed the Vietnam War by a few years. He was a little too young for it, but my grandfather, I had a grandfather. He served in both Korea and the Vietnam War. He was an infantryman.
Wow.
He was a first sergeant. He was an E8. He was an E8 till he punched out as a platoon leader, and
wow.
he did some time in the stockade for that. Got busted down. He got busted down to E6, and he retired as an E6.
That happened. Well,
hey,
well, it goes by high 3. Well, no, I don't know if it was high 3 at the time because sometimes it's last highest, but I don't know how it was back then.
That's a shame, man. God, he could have been a sergeant major. But
oh my gosh!
Check out the live UA maps here. I was watching some. I was going to send you some. Do you have an iPhone or do you have a Samsung?
iPhone.
Okay, yeah, because I get these recordings. They're in a different format. I don't think they could be watched on a damn iPhone. I was going to see.
It looks like the wind's changing direction. Look at all that smoke's clearing out.
Yeah, I see that now. And there's still a hammer in that part right there too. I can hear it popping off in there. Man,
not like it was yesterday. Yesterday was. Whew.
This looks like the end Fallujah, man.
Yeah, it does look like Fallujah, doesn't it?
And you know what? The operation's just as slow. Door by door.
Well, you have
to.
You're
not even going block by block. You're going house by house. It's a slow grind.
Absolutely.
If you're one of those,
Kyle,
soldiers,
hold on one second.
Your butt is puckered. I mean, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the pucker factor.
You got eyes everywhere, man. I mean, God.
There was something I was going to get into, and I can't remember what the hell it was.
Oh, my bad.
I always do that.
Throw you off there.
No, it's all good. I had something else just because we're just kind of going all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Someone's speeding. I can hear a big old motor speeding around there.
I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit.
But yeah, the
I turned up the volume. Now I can hear the thumps a lot more. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, they're constantly shelling around that area, it looks like.
Let me see I'm going to see if anything new on Twitter real quick. It's probably going to be all sports right now. That's all I get at nighttime. It's the worst on Sundays, man. It's always
Well, that was a good little rapport there, I heard. That's definitely artillery or something.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't disagree with this. Check this out. I kind of like that.
See,
I mean, if it only could be that true, you know. But
if it could only be that simple, I mean, really, yeah. I mean, what the? Everybody's
don't know why it's so difficult, man.
You know, it just goes back to humans and human nature. We're naturally tribalistic, and war is our most primal form of combat. So, where there's humans, there's going to be war and strife. It's that simple, and that's just reality. And it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Countries can't talk things out, right? So they talk it out through artillery pieces.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what the Geneva Convention of War is. It's about that line. It's when what do they teach us in medical school? If two countries of dissenting opinions cannot come to agreement, then it is illegal that they use force or something like that. That was like their definition of war.
Oh, are you talking about LOAC? We had to do that every year.
They were like, hey, if you get captured, they might use you to render aid. I'm like, no, they're not. They're gonna cut my damn head off. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna use me to render aid as a medic. Give me a break. I'm the guy they want to shoot at because they get a nice bounty. They would get $700 for each medic killed.
Who the heck is it? Who is the Spectator Index? It says breaking. Egypt's PM says the country is prepared to sacrifice millions of lives to ensure that no one encroaches on their territory.
So they're keeping out the Palestinians. That's what that is.
Are they talking? Oh, I don't know.
Are they afraid that the Israelis are going to push into their side? Is that what they're afraid of? That is weird, dude. Okay, that adds a whole different element of funk to this whole thing here.
Hey, let me bring in. Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Will say. Hold on. Say that again. Like they would have almost like a bounty. Like how much they would to kill medics?
$700.
Jeez.
$700 USD per medic kill. That's why they don't. That's why medics weren't. They stopped having us wear aid bags out there and shit. They wouldn't. You know, that makes you a target. So what they did is they developed what they call the M9 aid bag, which just looks like a regular assault pack, like every other soldier has.
And so you don't look like a medic,
right? And then the other one,
it's like a form of camouflage, pretty much.
Right, and then we had this other thing called a chest pouch where we kept like pretty much the same stuff that was in our aid bag was in there, but just not as much quantity. You couldn't, and there was no IV tubing or anything like that in those ones. But yeah, you had this big old chest pouch you would have on you, and then that would have like your chest seal and
the chest seal didn't they have that new stuff that
combat gauze.
The combat gauze where you just stuff it in the wound. Yeah.
Pack the wound, man. Tampons work good too.
What makes the like quote unquote compact gauze different than like traditional?
Oh, because it go ahead. You know.
Oh, it's got the coagulant in there. It'll start cauterizing the moment you start. In fact, if you're not wearing gloves and you have somebody's blood on your hands and you handle combat gauze, you will get burned because that's what it's doing. Oh. It's sucking all the moisture out and like cauterizing that thing in a moment. So it wasn't it's impregnated with I don't remember the term now, but there's it's like an anti-hemo something or another agent. Hemostatic? That's not the right word now. It's been a while, but yeah, application.
So I hit you guys up because pretty much like a second father to me. Like my best, they live like 5 minutes down the road. My best friend, like I've known since second grade, his dad was in Vietnam, lost both his legs, one above the knee, one below the knee, not at once. He's got a Purple Heart, a ton of awards. Like, I mean, after he had one leg blown off, he was dragging somebody to save their life after his leg was just blown off. and then got another leg blown off on a separate, landmine, and just pretty crazy. Like growing up as a little kid, like, I mean, we're talking, how old are you in second grade? Like 7?
Yeah,
Uh,
somewhere in
8
there.
or something like that.
So like, I mean, I go in there. I mean, it's pretty remarkable, like how successful he's become. Like he opened his own prosthetic company in
Good for
this
him.
town,
Mhm.
built a huge business, has helped, war veterans, and just, from that to just, anyone that gets in a car accident, and loses a limb. Like my one of my family members, I mean, this is going back to when I was probably 9 years old,
Mhm.
got in a major car accident. One of my aunts, and like just blown apart. Had to get a leg amputated, another one amputated, blah, 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 whatever. She didn't make it. She passed away.
Damn.
But I was like telling, my other aunt, like, hey, like my best friend's dad, like they can give you prosthetics, blah, 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 whatever. So built a whole business on it. Has Purple Heart, all this kind of shit. So like, it's kind of wild. Like I've kind of listened to stories as I grew up as a kid with him. Like, I mean, he's got like one of the Viet Cong's hats, like
Mm.
kind of wild.
Oh,
Like there was one of, I don't know if he killed the guy or whatever. I never went as far as to talk about that, but like there's one of the helmets, like, and there's like a nail, like stipple, like the person like drew like a flower, like, with like a rock and a nail, like, and like drew
Ah,
all
okay.
this stuff in the helmet. And like he's got it. My buddy's dad, he's got like a grenade, from the war. And like, I don't know, it's just crazy.
cool.
So like when I think about Vietnam, like specifically, it's like it hits home because it's like my second father. Like he got blown up not once but twice, and like drug somebody with one leg and saved someone's life. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Like it's
I'll
crazy.
tell you
So,
what. I remember, when I was going through training, so combat medic school is in Fort Sam Houston. And Fort Sam Houston is one of the leading, back then it was called BAMC, Brooks Army Medical Center. And they were one of the leading military medical
Will, where is
facilities,
that?
San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, I was gonna say Texas.
And they are one of the leading medical hospitals for amputees and that kind of rehabilitation. In
Because
fact,
of Iraq and Afghanistan.
right, and there's a center there, and right there on base, nice, beautiful building. It's a beautiful, it's a circular building. It's really cool. They call it the Center for the Intrepid, and that's where all the men and women who have lost limbs go to learn how to use their prosthetics and rehab. I remember one day I went to we had a little shopette in our battalion footprint, and in the shopette they had a Burger King, and they had like this gyro, or they call it Hero Place or something, whatever, in a sandwich shop. And then I went over there, and I saw a guy, and I was talking to him, and he asked me how I was doing the training and whatnot. And I remember he stood up to leave, and he goes, "Hey, good luck to you, young man." And I look over at him. He's got 2 amputations. He's got one above the knee and one right there on the ankle. And I was like, "Damn, that is amazing." I mean,
Wow.
it makes you feel small. I mean, when you see those
does.
guys, when you see those guys that have been wounded like that. And
Yeah.
then there was one gal that I was dating a bit while I was there, and she was actually at what they call Yakubo Barracks, which is the Warrior Transition Unit. And somebody made a joke that they were like, "Hey, is that poison ivy on your leg?" And no, it was shrapnel wounds. She had gotten blown up in an IED.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Like we were talking about it probably 3 or 4 months ago. He was saying, he's like, I can't go and have oh God, it's the most normal thing ever. Why am I drawing a blank? Where you go in the tube and have a your whole body looked at, like,
oh yeah, the
what's it called?
damn it, CT scan,
a full CT
M
scan?
something.
MRI.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably just some kind of imaging, right?
Yeah.
the big
He's
old
like,
freaking
he's
machine.
like, I have so much shrapnel in my body from both being blown up twice. Like, it would destroy me. He's like, it would just like, he's like, that's why I've never done it. Like, I can't, like, after getting my legs blown up, not once, but twice, not in one foul swoop, but twice in separate occasions. And so, yeah, it's crazy. Like,
Oh,
Hey,
dude.
I don't
real
know.
quick, I don't know if you're hearing this, Will, but there
I'm
is
hearing
oh hell is breaking loose on that camera.
They're popping off.
Are you
Yeah, my
serious?
cousin.
There's automatic weapon fire, constant explosions. It is getting pretty live inside Gaza.
Are you guys are on the routers, right? Is that
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to the Reuters one. It is, you
Border
can
of
hear
Israel.
automatic weapons are going off, explosions.
Yeah, I'm at my new house, so I'm old. Every time I talk to you guys or watch NorCal, I'm on my phone, so I can't. It sucks. So I have to like leave your guys' stream and then jump over. So,
Oh yeah. No worries, no
yeah.
worries.
Yeah.
but
This is
is it getting bad over there?
You could hear it on this cover. This is the most. I mean, you can't see it. You see smoke, but you hear automatic weapon fire. I mean, it's almost every second.
You can hear the return fire, and it's pretty extreme. Yeah, my cousin still has shrapnel on his back from the IEDs he took in Afghanistan. He's the same way. He can't do those MRIs.
Yep.
End up slicing his back open. That big old magnet
Yeah,
cuts you in half.
yeah.
I think he's got
Yeah,
shrapnel behind his eye too, I believe.
The biggest takeaway, like, it's kind of crazy, like growing up around. I mean, obviously, like, I'm best friends with his son because we're the same exact age. We're like a month apart, but he would always tell us, like, we played football and sports, and he's like, he would say, don't give up. I don't care if you don't like what you're doing. If you could, he was an Army Ranger. So he's like,
Damn.
he's like, if you commit to this, you're going to finish it.
Yeah, gotcha.
You don't ever have to do it again. But if you signed up for this, finish the
it.
job, and then you don't ever have to do it again. Like, and that was one of the, to this day, he's always kind of been like, kind of like that. Like, hey, like, well, whatever. Hey, just do something. Even if you don't like it, just do it.
Yep.
And don't
What's
quit.
wrong?
Don't
No
basically
quit.
the story is don't be a quitter.
Right.
Don't be a quitter.
Right. That's
So-
great. That's something that's should be taught. Don't give
Yeah.
up.
100%,
Yeah.
Exactly.
man.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna bring in Shardall.
Oh, snap.
Woo!
Oh, crap.
There we go.
Wow.
What's up, Shardall?
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Oh.
How are you all three gentlemen doing tonight?
Doing
We're
pretty
fine.
Doing pretty well, man.
good. How was your Halloween there, Shardall?
It was good. I had a lot of kids come to our house and get candy.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
Make sure you keep some for yourself, man.
How did they do anything for Halloween at Great America?
I mean, I wasn't working today.
Do they do the scary stuff at Great America? I know they do at Six Flags.
No, they canceled that. They're not doing that anymore.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
Wow.
that
I
sucks.
think that would be a big business thing. Huh.
You know what? I think the last time they did that Halloween thing, I think they had a pretty gnarly incident. People were just being jackasses.
Where at?
I think it was at
Cal-
Great America.
California's Great America.
Yeah, it was like Great America.
Santa
That was
Clara?
2 years ago, where they just had a bunch of jackasses rooting for everybody.
There's people always ruin it, man.
They did it at the state fair not too long ago too, which is
Hey, Eric, what are your top 5 rides of Great America?
Oh, top 5. God, man, I'm gonna have to go back.
well, they renamed
The
them
first
all
one,
strong,
I don't. It's not called Top Gun no more. I'm not sure.
No,
what
that's
it's called.
right.
That
I was
my
going to
understanding.
say it's not called Top Gun. So what the hell is
No,
it?
I love that
It's
ride.
called Tom Cruise.
No,
Tom
Top Gun got
Cruise, man.
Eric. Top Gun got renamed to a flight deck.
Okay,
Flight
yeah.
Deck. Okay, fair enough. I like that one. The Grizzly was okay.
Grizzly.
The title. Well, I don't know. It's not called. What is that one where
Firefall?
you go forward,
Is
you
it
go
called
into a
Firefall?
loop, or you go up, you
Oh.
go into a corkscrew, then you loop, and then you go backwards through it.
Is it called Firefall?
I don't know. See, they've renamed it. Man, it's
Yeah.
been like 20 years since I've been down there.
Yeah, they had a
Patriot?
Green Lantern ride.
Is it called Patriot?
Honestly, see, I wouldn't know. And then they have that other one where it's like a big circle and it spins, but then as it spins, it starts
And then
swaying
it takes
back
you
and
up
forth.
and you
Oh,
want to
that's
puke
called
on everybody.
Delirium.
Yeah.
Delirium. Yeah, that was the Is the Revolution still there?
No.
Call it the toilet bowl.
What? The Revolution's not there no more? The one with the boat that goes upside down?
They took that out. They took that away. They
Oh, that
removed
was
it.
cool, man.
What?
They
When
removed
you-
that ride. That ride was there for a while ago and then removed it.
Why did they do that?
Yeah, they
Oh,
removed
yeah.
Tidal wave.
the
Yeah,
pirate ship
OG.
ride.
Yeah. They don't have the tidal wave there no more either. It's called
I like that boat thing, man. I think it was cool as hell.
yeah, the
man.
boat thing was fun.
That made me
I-
sick.
You,
I hated
you're just waiting for it, right? The
Hey,
entire
Eric,
time.
you know
like,
the good thing is when you go on a roller coaster, make sure you don't
You're
eat
about
food
to be
before you go
wiped
on
out.
because you're gonna throw up if you eat something.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Like
I've done
don't
that
eat
few
a big
times.
dinner before you go on a ride. You're gonna vomit all your food out.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly why, Shardall, I don't do that stuff.
There you go.
Because I don't eat a full dinner, man. Like eat a lot of food and go on a ride. Like you're gonna throw up all the food.
Yep, that'll happen.
That's why you gotta eat before you go on a roller coaster.
So my wife's Eric, I didn't even think about this. So my wife went to high school with a guy, okay, who cares, right? But he ended up going to the Air Force, and there's video of him doing the G board.
Oh, that
Dude,
makes
his-
you look like an idiot. What?
His
I'll be
whole
right back.
face like melts, and
Yeah,
he
okay.
just, he freaking
It'll
Yeah,
make
he,
you they do that. What they do is they see what your
Yeah.
G tolerance is.
right.
And
it
if,
was
and
like
if you
it was
can't
at, like,
handle it,
3.
then you know you're flying like a transport or you're flying a bomber or something like that. You're not flying the
Yeah.
flying the
Hey
fighter
Eric,
jets.
you know what the scariest ride at Great America is? Drop
What's that?
tower.
Drop tower?
Release,
Yeah.
it goes up to 255 feet up in the air and then
yeah.
drops you.
Yeah, I'm not big into the whole free fall things, man. I don't know, something about those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't
do you
mind
like-
doing roller coasters.
Do you have a fear of heights?
I don't mind flying. I don't mind doing that stuff. But when you're going up on a stationary thing, I don't know. It kind of gives me the willies.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the machine and like his face started to melt
And then you just
At
pass
like-
out.
just before like 4 G's and just like boom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you're out. You're literally out like that.
yeah,
I mean,
he was smoked.
what's weird
well-
is when they come back to,
Yeah.
they snap out. Oh, it's so gnarly
It
looking.
was
Hey,
like
Eric.
Yeah.
like whoa, like holy shit.
the ultimate roller coaster. That's what that is, man.
Hey Eric, are you afraid of clowns?
No, I am not afraid of clowns.
If a clown came up to you head front, would you be scared?
No.
No, we beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, I wonder
afraid
what the hell he's doing being a clown on my doorstep. I'll show him what the hell a clown is. I'll honk his nose and everything with my fist.
Oh man, look at all that! Do you hear that constant explosions and just
That sounds
gunfire?
like either mortars or 40 millimeter.
I gotta
Hey.
get my laptop back over here. This was so
Hey
annoying.
Kyle, what
because
were your thoughts on the?
watch
Hey Kyle, what
both.
were your thoughts on the Raiders firing McDaniels?
I did not know that actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
he
learned
got
that
fired.
earlier.
McDaniels and the GM from the Raiders are gone
Today.
today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude,
know
and
what?
McDaniels was a
What's
What's
jerk.
up, Val? No worries. It's okay if you're
Oh,
late.
Val,
No big
what's
deal.
up, man?
Hey Kyle, Josh McDaniels was a freaking jerk. Like I'm happy that they released him.
Holy
Well,
crap!
That little area there is just getting torn to shreds right now.
Do you hear those explosions?
That's 40. That's grenades. So they're in some serious.
That is
crap
just
right there.
that's war right there, man.
Yeah.
That is high intensity war.
Ooh.
Do you hear that? I mean,
Yeah.
that's just. I might have to turn this up. I don't even have it turned all the
you
way
can
up. and I
turn
can
you
hear
can turn it up. Yeah,
Hey,
it
Eric.
sucked because I wish I had my laptop with me because then I could watch on my laptop and then stream.
Hey Eric, if you were to go on a cruise, what 5 destinations would you go to?
I'm not big on a cruise. I'm none because I'm not a big.
I've never done a cruise. I'm not a big cruise person.
I'm not into that type of stuff. You know what? When I go somewhere, I like to see kind of like the history. I'm not big on, you know, eating and drinking and this. That's just not for me. You know,
Yeah,
I don't like to go somewhere just to hang out at a beach somewhere. That's
Hey Eric,
damn.
that's my type of entertainment.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
to each their own. That's fine.
Hey man, and
Dude.
not only that, you're a young dude too, man. So party on, man. Right?
I've traveled Europe twice, and so yeah, I love to do all the historical stuff,
Mhm.
and then dinner and drinks at night. But like,
There you go. Nothing
as
wrong with
much
that.
as much as I've been over there, like I want to like go museums, Anne Frank, whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did
Like,
did you go to Amsterdam?
oh yeah.
Did you ever go to the Rijksmuseum?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking.
I love like.
Dude, I'm
So
telling
like
you.
it's like business during the day,
Yeah.
and then party at night. Like, okay, like I want to take in all the history I can everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And then at night it's like, okay, I'm gonna have drinks and good food and whatever. I did all the business and all the cool stuff. And
Nice.
So I've traveled, Europe twice. I've been to like
Now the
12.
Rijksmuseum
Kyle-
because they had all the Rembrandts. And
right.
I'm telling you
Kyle,
something
what-
right now. If you've never seen a Rembrandt in person, you can't describe it. You go up to it and you watch it, and you got to stay back a distance, right?
Mhm.
But you're
Yeah.
looking at that, and I'm like, I swear to God, this is not painting. This is
It's nuts.
it is the lighting that he used for his paintings. It makes it look like you're watching TV almost.
Yeah.
It's
One-
just surreal. And then when you get to the end, of course, it's a whole history of Amsterdam and the Netherlands.
Mhm.
And they at the end they got the night watch, the big ass freaking. It's basically the size of a wall, the
Mhm.
painting, and it's just wow. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, we went to Anne Frank's house. Went to
Hey,
the Van
Kyle,
Gogh
if-
Museum.
It's
Oh,
pretty.
there's-
It's pretty wild to know that someone, like a whole family, was like in this like little pocket inside of a
No.
building. You
and
know,
the canals are beautiful. It's a beautiful city.
They
Oh, my
are.
gosh.
Kyle, if there
There.
was one place you could visit in the world, you should go to Tokyo. It's like the Times Square
I'd
of
go to
Japan.
Tokyo.
It's like the Times Square of Japan.
I'd go
Like,
to Tokyo. I've never
no,
been, but
That thing looks like Times Square. Have you ever seen pictures of it on Google?
yes, of
It
course.
looks like Times Square. They got all the
Yeah.
lights, all the nightlife, all the ambiance, all the cool stuff.
Yep. Yeah. No, I've been to one of the top 10 beaches in the entire planet, which was pretty incredible. That was a fun time.
The Scotland, I think I talked about it before. Holy crap! You ever
Never been to Scotland. I'm Irish and Italian, so I would love to go. I'd love to go to Scotland.
Ireland.
I'd love to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go to Ireland, I'm telling you, if you like the nature part of it, go to the western side of Ireland. There's a place over there. I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. There's a certain it's a road and it's a ring and it's absolutely beautiful. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
while we're on this, it's kind of funny now that we're on this channel. We're talking about this. Is there? It seems like it's been pretty quiet for a while. Is there still conflict in Ireland?
Yeah, they still have stuff going.
I feel like it's going to be forever, but like as of current day, like, is there anything going on over there?
I don't think
Yeah,
there's anything.
they still have some things that happen occasionally between. They don't really call themselves the IRA anymore. I know they have their political group called the Sinn Féin, and they're the ones who pretty much prop up the IRA and all these other little militia groups. But
Hey,
This is it right here.
I think there
Hey,
was
Eric,
some kind of
would you
attack
ever,
that happened not too long ago. If I remember
hey Eric, would
correctly.
you ever visit Greece?
Nah, well, maybe because if you go to the ancient Greek, because there's a lot of ancient Greek stuff, modern philosophy kind of started there. So yeah, I think I might do that.
Let me see
That's
here.
what it is right here. What was it called? It's called the Ring, though.
Yeah, I need to get my ass to Ireland. I'm damn near half Irish, man.
Are
Yeah.
you?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
pretty
look
sure
like
this
it.
is-
But
What
Hey,
the hell?
hey,
Okay, so what's the other half, Will?
Hey, Kyle, if you-
Japanese and Swedish.
Kyle,
was
if you
gonna
ever
say-
visit, Ireland, you should definitely check out the Blarney Stone. You know they kiss the Blarney Stone for good luck.
I've been there and I've kissed it.
Oh man, I hope they clean that thing
People
nice
say
before you
if you
do it.
kiss
Dude,
People
actually,
say that there's superstition that if you kiss the Blarney Stone,
Windex.
you'll get good luck.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, you got to be careful because there's supposed to be someone up there cleaning it, but yeah.
Hey, anything for good luck, huh?
I'm trying to remember where
Hey,
this
Will,
was.
you know,
Kiss the
I would-
Stone. By the
Well,
way,
I wouldn't-
sponsored by
Hey,
Pfizer.
Will, I wouldn't
Come
kiss
get
the
your COVID shot right here after you kiss it.
Cold
Will,
sore? We got a solution.
Hey, Will, I wouldn't kiss the Blarney Stone because I don't know how many people have kissed that thing, man. Like
There it
I bet
is. Yep, this is it.
thousands
The
have
ring
kissed
of
that
Kerry.
thing.
That's what I'm talking about, Charlotte.
I don't want
agree
to
with
get
you.
diseases, man, because people have been kissing that thing.
And that's how you get the hepatitis.
There you go.
That's why you don't kiss the Blarney Stone, because you know who knows how many people have been coming up and kissing that thing.
Oh, yeah.
All
All right. You see the road, it's in yellow. It's called the Ring of Kerry. And it
Look at
is
that.
the most beautiful road in all of Ireland. It catches everything. It catches the green of the mountains, the ocean. You're going through some forests. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic, man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, but this is the western part of Iowa. I
Is
guess
it
you could
that
say
dark
southwestern.
circle down there that you or zoom back in?
Right here.
Yep.
This part
Okay.
right here.
Yeah.
And we stayed. Yeah, that was a hell of a drive because we were staying over here in Bray. We stayed a couple of days in Dublin and one day in Bray.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Kyle,
Oh, it was
Well,
awesome, man.
what were your thoughts on the 11-7 win for the Rangers over the D-backs? They take a 3-1 Sears lead, man. They could close it out tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean,
We'll get more into that tomorrow, though, on NorCal Sports Network. Let's keep the sports over there. I don't want
Yeah.
to pull anything from, NorCal Sports.
yeah, we'll
I mean,
we'll
I
see.
mean, if you look at the Rangers, man, they've been killing it every year, man.
Yeah,
Marcus
they have
Semien
been.
has been killing it. Adolis Garcia has
Start
been
off.
killing it. You know, there's so many great players on that Rangers team, man. Like the D-backs are a good team,
Start off.
but when the Rangers come in and just fire on all cylinders and start
Sa-
scoring
Save
runs, man,
it for tomorrow's.
that's when the
Yeah,
D-backs can't make a run.
There's gonna be a great show tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be a
going to
good
be
show.
really – tomorrow is going to be a good show.
Maybe Dan
Talk
can
about
let you
the-
on there.
Talk about the Raiders, talk about the Niners, talk about Bochy. Hopefully he could seal the deal tomorrow. I really don't want it to – I'd rather him get it done now and not let Arizona try to get back into it.
Couldn't agree more.
What do we got going on here?
man. Let's see here. Let's see.
Holy
there's
crap.
Really some stuff
Holy
going on.
crap.
Holy
That's a lot of
shit.
smoke.
That's called a J Dam.
Yeah, they brought in an air support for that one.
That's
What's
the old
that?
J Dizzle. The 2,000
That's a-
pound bomb.
What's the
Joint
J?
direct
What'd you say,
attack
Jay?
munition.
What?
J
It's a
Dam.
JDAM, Joint Direct Attack Munition. It's GPS guided. It's a bomb
All
with a GPS kit on it. So it
Hey, Eric, what are your top 5 military airplanes?
Ooh,
man, I
that's
think
a,
we talked about this word. There's a lot.
hey, look at that. They
the
got flares.
Southwest
That's an air strike
Airlines.
coming in.
The
Oh, look at that. What is that?
That's
no, that's
a
an
flare.
illumination
They're,
flare.
they're marking where they want the artillery. They're marking where they want the fire. Watch what happens now. There's gonna be an airstrike there or artillery.
Here we
piece.
go. Hold on. I
so
wanna
they're
watch
9
this.
hours ahead. So it's basically 9 a.m. almost.
Right.
Hey, Will B,
And
what are your top 5 military aircraft carriers?
Oh man, that's
the ones that protect
Keep this
the
camera
United
up.
States of
Don't interrupt.
America, all 5 of them.
well.
Oh, don't pull off of it.
Oh damn it! They're gonna light that up. That's what that that's what that was for.
I've never seen a flare
Hey,
during
Kyle.
the day. That was unique.
Hey, Kyle, did you not know that the USS Abraham Lincoln was the same aircraft carrier that was used in Top Gun Maverick?
Might have been. The Abraham Lincoln used to
It
be
was.
where the Abraham Lincoln used to be stationed in
It
Alameda.
was actually used in the movie. It was.
Alameda.
Alameda
the
Naval
same
Air
in
Station.
San
That's where
Diego.
the Abraham Lincoln was
Yeah,
stationed for a while.
it's in San Diego. It's actually decommissioned right now. It's not used for fighting purposes anymore.
Charlotte,
Yeah,
I
it's been
highly
around for a while.
recommend if you ever want to go on an aircraft carrier, go check out the USS Hornet, Charlotte. It's out there in Alameda.
What's up, Val?
You don't let. What about the USS Abraham Lincoln?
I don't know much about that one.
The most famous. You got the Enterprise.
I
You
Yeah.
think it would still around?
I mean,
I've
if you watch
seen
Top Gun
Enterprise, yeah.
Maverick, you'll know what the USS Abraham Lincoln is.
When I was in OCS, I was at Naval Station Newport, Rhode Island, and we had the USS Kitty
What
Hawk,
year, Will?
2009.
Okay, before my brother. Then my brother was after you. So
We had the Kitty Hawk was moored there, and I believe was it the Yorktown? One of those two. But I remember one time we were having like a big storm come in. We had to move vehicles away from the seawall. That area was a big parking lot. We went out there, and I remember watching those carriers. It was at nighttime, and the water, the seas were so high, you could see those things moving up and down. It was the most eerie thing I've ever seen in my life, man.
Wow.
Seeing
Hey,
these
Eric.
carriers doing that move like that, it's just oh man.
Hey, Eric, you know
the
the ride flight deck, also known as Top Gun at Great America. It's always gonna bring back memories to me because they still have some of the props from the original Top Gun
Gun,
movie. So
yeah, because they
all
had the pictures of Top Gun on there.
all
yeah.
the props from the movie, all like the
they have a
replica
thumbs up
things.
picture.
It's really amazing, man. It brings back a lot of memories. Walking through the queue line, seeing all the radars and all the other stuff.
You know, I'll say this, and I don't want to get too far off subject, but roller coasters are fun and all. But I'll tell you what, I love freaking
I can't do
Disneyland,
it.
dude. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the haunted house.
Dude, you're speaking
You know?
my language. I'll tell you what it is.
I
You
want
know
to go
what it is?
back.
I can't do roller coasters. I can't do
Dude,
it.
I'll tell you what.
I'll get so sick. I'll just.
I'm a huge
I'm-
fan. I love, man, when my daughter was little, we went every time. The best time to go to Disneyland, I'm telling you, this is the best time. Write it down. The week or the right after Thanksgiving. If you go to Disneyland at that time, the lines are like 20 minutes long. There's hardly anyone in the park because, you know, it's right after Thanksgiving. You take your kid out of school for just a couple of days and you go have fun. It's all done up in Christmas time. Oh, it's fantastic.
that's gotta
Hey,
be
Eric,
cool.
The park closes like at 9:00 and it opens like at 9 or like 10. But
Hey, Eric.
you get on all the rides and you still have time to spare. You're not having to wait 3 hours in line for a
Last
ride.
time I was there, it's still Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I was like probably 9 years old.
Hey, Eric, you should definitely Hey, Eric, you should definitely go
driving
to
back up to Northern
Cal-
California.
You didn't want to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the same way, man.
It's depressing, man. Oh, the drive there, because we always take the 99 because there's more places to pull off than I-5. On the way there, you're all excited and everything. And the park is just, there's something about the park. You just, once you walk into that, you walk underneath the railroad bridge and you get into Main Street. It's just, this is
man.
great. I love
feel like
it's
you-
the
you feel like you're in
ambiance of
heaven,
it.
man.
It's just the storytelling,
Yeah.
the way that it is. It's absolutely
Indiana Jones.
fantastic.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my ride, man. Yeah.
We
Hey,
love
Eric,
that ride. That's one of the first. Every time we go, the first ride we hit is Indiana Jones.
Hey, Eric,
Yeah.
you should definitely go to California's Great America during the winter season. Man, it's magical, man. They got so much things to do over there. Ice skating, cookie decorating, so much stuff to do for all ages, man. Like you could literally have something for everybody to do. It's like
Yeah,
you
well-
have so much stuff to do. Like, you know, you could
If I was
literally
to choose Christmas time
Man.
between Grand America and Disneyland, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go with Disneyland. It's just it's absolutely fantastic. The
man.
menu on the restaurants are different. It's just
Hey,
because
Eric,
there's a Mexican restaurant over there and they serve tamales during that time.
Hey,
And
Oh,
it's
Eric, I can't,
oh,
Eric, I
Okay.
can't believe you would put Great America.
Chardall, hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you have to have two foods, Mexican food or Italian food, that's it. Which one?
Ooh.
I can't make up my mind, man. I like both of them.
There
I'm
you
going
go.
for both
Yeah,
Mexican
that's
and
hard.
Italian.
That's a
I love
hard
both
one.
of them.
That's
Like, how can I choose between one of them? Like, they're both really good.
That's tough. It really is.
I love
You
Mexican.
know what?
I
and
have to
Italian,
go with
man.
Mexican. I
I
have
do
to
I
go
too.
pretty
with
much
I'm
live
happy
off
with
Mexican food. I pretty
Yeah.
much.
Mexican food.
I
is
can
so
eat taco.
good.
I can eat tacos all day. Burritos
Yeah.
all day.
I think
Yeah,
So
I
good.
have to.
Pasta
So
all
good.
day.
Yeah, California Adventure. They also do Christmas time over there in the food court. Again, they have like the sopas. You ever had sopas?
Oh, I love
yeah.
those
Oh,
things,
it's so good. They serve it right. They got the sopas with the beans and then the beef and then the cabbage on top, the shredded
Yeah.
cabbage, and then off the side they got a roasted jalapeno. Oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah.
Makes my mouth
Oh,
water.
dude.
Damn, kept me
Yeah.
talking about this at this time.
Sopas, man.
When I lived in
was not a burger
Tennessee, the Mexican food was horseshit.
Mm.
I mean, it was unbelievable. Like, yeah, can I get whatever, a carne asada burrito, everything with cheese, whatever. I get a burrito and they put like nacho cheese like over the top of it, and I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, I'm from California. This is the best Mexican food ever. I mean, probably in Texas, it's good. I guarantee. I lived in Arizona, so as well. So Arizona is great, but like out there, it's like you guys have no idea. Like,
Exactly. Oh
what
my
you're
God.
talking about.
It's
Yeah,
just
well,
so awesome, man.
That was the one thing I didn't like about Fort Lewis out there in Washington. There was not really. They had the Taco Johns and God damn it, man! It was
It's
some,
wannabe. It's wannabe.
aftermarket. Was I call it aftermarket taco stuff, man.
Aftermarket
Yeah,
Taco
it's
Bell.
wannabe. It's
And then
like,
they had
oh,
this
yeah.
other place called
You
the
have-
Azteca. And you ever been one of those El Torritos where everything's all gaudy in there? You know, they got like the
Yeah,
Mexican
El
hats and all.
Torito. El Torito's wasn't bad. You know,
No, but this place was
for
good.
you know, Americanized Mexican, it was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Americanized, exactly. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
place
it's-
was like, you know what this place looked like? Azteca. Remember, what's that place in South Park they go to? That big old Mexican place. They got like the people are diving in the water, and it's like they got these big fountains and everything. And goddamn, what's Casa Bonita? That's what it looked like. Azteca was like Casa Bonita in South Park. And it wasn't that good, man. It was like really Americanized tacos and stuff like that. They had good drinks though. The drinks are good.
Oh, well, then that makes up for everything.
Yeah, it does sometimes, doesn't it?
I'm
There's
not
a
hearing
pla-
that
there's a
automatic
place-
fire no more. Have you noticed
there's
it died down? There's no more automatic fire and booms.
Yeah, I wonder if they got what
That
they.
was a severe gunfight going on over there, man.
You
I
can still
need
hear
to jump
some
on
stuff
that.
popping off.
Well, guys, you know what? I think I'm
All right.
going to go ahead and it's already midnight. I've been going almost 2 hours here. I think I'm going to shut her down. Hey, Kyle, thanks for
Later.
joining. I appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna
Later,
jump over on
Kyle.
that channel and check it out for a little bit.
All right,
and then
go
to
for it,
bed.
man.
Yeah, man.
See you guys. Bye.
Have a
See
good
ya.
one, dude.
The next installment of this, we're going to go Thursday. We'll get into the whole World War II stuff. So the chat has voted, and they have voted to talk about World War II. So we'll get into that. That'd be a lot of fun. And if we could get your friend, on, we could also talk some Civil War at the same time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, start a little earlier, and we can do all kinds of things. Yeah, I send him a message to see what's good for this stuff. Cool.
Awesome.
Rangers.
Yeah,
take
I
Game
hope
5.
Rangers take Game 5. I think Evaldi's going, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a good chance. I mean, Evaldi wasn't that great, but they could smell blood in the water. I'm thinking, what time Thursday? Don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if Dan is going to have a show on Thursday. I don't think we're going to have a show tomorrow for sure.
Another flare.
Oh, is there another flare?
See, I don't know why they keep panning away from it because they're marking where they want fire. That's
what I'm wondering. I'm not sure if he's going to go because I know there is Thursday night football, so it might be a little bit later. We'll see what happens. But tomorrow should be a big show. You know, a lot of football stuff. The trade deadline for the NFL. Raiders firing everybody. And then, we'll see what happens with baseball tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if Bochy can get it done. Man, is that how the hell? Can please someone tell me how the Giants give up on Bochy and he wins another World Series?
Well,
it's just more. It's like salt in the wound. Really.
Don't forget, we have an owner that said as long as they stay within the margins, it's all good.
Exactly.
Excuse
what
me?
a bonehead thing to say.
Excuse me. Okay.
What a bonehead thing. Oh yeah, presidential candidate. I'm sorry, PK. We totally lost.
Oh yeah. We
remember.
Sorry about that, man.
Oh man, we totally got sidetracked.
We could. I'll break it down real quick. I don't think there's any good ones.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
impressed.
who to vote for. I don't know
Honestly,
who to vote for, man.
I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
Sad state of
PK's giving
affairs.
us some shit.
What's that?
Dumb mode. He says dumb mode.
Oh
man.
man, totally forgot.
We'll
Yeah,
make
so-
up for it.
So Evaldi's Game 5, which is tomorrow, Montgomery Game 6, and if necessary, no, Scherzer won't be Game 7. They scratched him.
Yeah, he's
Him
injured.
Him and Garcia are out the rest of the World Series. So maybe John, if it goes to a game 7, maybe John Gray, because he pitched excellent yesterday. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. But again, thanks for joining on this Halloween night. You know, it's not Halloween no more. Now we're in November. But yeah.
Get ready for turkey seasons. Here it is.
Appreciate you guys joining. You know, just kind of just having some talk, having some fun. Got a little bit crazy. Central Valley Kings, thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw you're talking about Julian Assange. You know what? I've heard of him. I shouldn't say I heard of him. I knew he was in the news, but I really didn't read a whole lot. He was the whole WikiLeaks guy, right?
Yeah, I'm neutral with him. I don't have
Not sure. You know, I don't know enough to really comment. You know, and I don't know honestly what Google's going to provide. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe that's something we
right.
could get into another time for sure.
Definitely.
That's a topic.
Definitely.
All right, guys.
That led to the Bradley Manning thing too, so that's a good topic.
Take it easy, Val. Take it easy, Rob. NorCal Sports Network tomorrow night. We'll be getting into some stuff, and then, like I said, come back here on Thursday. So
Right
for
on,
Will,
right on.
for myself, thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Later, dudes. Take care,
ya.
everybody. Peace.